Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Rico. What's going on, man? You have the Indiana Fever fans, Kittling Clark fans are calling. By the way, this is not a fake background. This is me outside. I know I'm in this. I should have put the cover up, but anyway, I want the sun. The kids are out there playing. Anyway, man. Yeah. So Kittling Clark fans are calling for the Indiana Fever ownership to fire Christie's side, the head coach, right? Because when once Caitlin Clark was not picked for the WNBA, she wasn't picked for the WNBA for the Olympic Games, right? She didn't pick to be on that team. Caitlin Clark sent a text message overnight to the coach. Say, hey coach, they woke up a monster. They didn't pick me, they woke up a monster. And I'm still waiting for that monster. Because since then, she's been facing tougher competition. You thought the competition she was facing before were tough. No. She had easy teams. Now that she's facing the big boys, the big girls, the girls who know how to play the games, right? Playing defense, and she can't keep up. Those three balls, that's all. Again, which is she's good with the three balls, but then when you have a defense on her face, she can't keep up with that. You gotta have constant pressure, and she's not able to do that. Scoring 7 points. So people are saying, when where's that monster you talking about? You said they're gonna wake up a monster. Where's the monster? You know what I mean? And that's the thing that you're calling for, because you saw the other night playing Atlanta, she didn't do anything. You know what I mean? She didn't do anything when they play Atlanta. They play Connecticut. She didn't do anything. So all those games, all the stuff, whatever. I'm waiting for tomorrow. They play in the Sky. That's gonna be interesting. But like I said, they're 4-10 right now. They won 4 games, but those 4 games, I would say one of the games she had, she scored 20 points. That was one time she had something to do with it. But other than that, she's a defensive liability. She doesn't play defense, and which is the coach said, hey, you can't teach effort. There's no effort to get back on defense. Because again, when she misses, she's looking for a foul. She misses, or she's putting she's supposed to get some type of call, but there's no contact. She's out there looking like a fool. You know what I mean? Out there looking like a fool, But one thing I want to say, man, right? Shannon Sharp got a new deal with ESPN, which is good for him. But ever since he got the new deal on ESPN, ever since he been on ESPN, he been changing his tune. Because he's the same one when Sha Richardson when the runner, she didn't make the Olympic, and he was very critical. She was a popular girl. He was very critical of her. He said, "Well, she didn't make the Olympic. That they have rules, whatever. Stop crying about it." Now it's Caitlin Clark. He's part of that club with Stephen A. Smith, of course. So now he's over here crying. Oh, Caitlin Clark should make the Olympic team. It's not a popularity contest. She's a turnover machine. You know what I mean? She's a turnover machine. So it's not a popularity contest. Not because you're more popular, you're more liked. That have nothing to do with overseas. They're playing overseas. They're not playing in the United States. They're playing overseas, which have nothing to do with that. Right? So overseas by them playing overseas, those girls getting exposures overseas anyway, which has nothing to do with the United States. You know what I mean? So yes, without like I said, without Angel Reese beating her and for the national title, being in her face, doing all this, doing, showing the rank, doing all that stuff. Would you know who Caitlin Clark was? What has she done prior to that? Nothing. So she didn't do anything prior to that, right? She didn't do anything. So, she didn't do anything until then. So the Aryan Nation, the Proud Boys, the KKK, those racist groups, they saw a young black girl beating up, one of their own. So they made it a racial thing because she's a white girl. So they made it a racial thing, and that had nothing to do with with race. It was just two competitors. If you play sports, people talk crap all the time. It had nothing to do with skin color. It had nothing to do with any of that. Those were two competitors, two people fighting, two people in the game playing physical together. Angel Reese is a better player, which is why it's showing right now. Angel Reese is leading with everything, in every category. She's leading every category. You know what I mean? She's leading in a rebound. She's doing whatever. You see why every network, whether Sports Illustrated, whether ESPN, all of them picked Angel Reese number one, best rookie, number one. So you know what I mean. So yes, like I said, so those racist groups make it a racial thing where it shouldn't. You play sports. If you play sports, right? You have kids who play sports. There's a competitive edge. There's a competitive nature that come within these games. People have to be. People are competitive. People, they doing stuff with each other. They, extra. They playing sports. So, and they talk trash. So Caitlin Clark used to do all this. She never won anything in any level. But she talks smack, bad behavior, pushing players, pushing whatever. But the national championship got an exposure because, of course, there's no other sports, whatever. People watching the national championship, so that get the exposure from the racist groups. The white wing media, they got that exposure. Watching the games, what they saw was a Denzel in Distress. They saw a young black girl, all right, returning the favor, doing the same thing that white girl was doing, went in to do the same thing. The showboat and all the stuff that when they were winning, that you can't see me, all the stuff. She because she did it. She returned the favor. You've been doing it to other people and favorite team with the LSU. Here we are, and she started doing it to her. So the white wing media, those racist groups decide, hey, oh no, we got what she's doing, that's a sport. Come on. And that's the thing that you gotta call a spade a spade. When things are being done by one player, you know what I mean. So you look at Angel Reese. They've been knocking her around. Why she complain? No. Has anyone come out and say anything about it? No. Bob Costas will even say something about that. You know what I mean? So everybody have something to say, or it's a physical game. You know what I mean? It's a physical game. We play sports, period. You want to do one-on-one, whatever, you play tennis, volleyball, all that stuff. People they're gonna do whatever they can to win the game, and it is within the line. So because there's one girl, so the Aryan Nation doing everything they can, the racist groups, the white wing media doing everything they can to make it about themselves. You know what I mean? So they attach themselves to that girl. Yes, you look at, okay, they when they go to the Indiana Fever games, of course sold out. But you know what was also sold out? Chicago Sky, all the you know what I mean, all the other the Vegas whatever. But they don't talk about Caitlin Angel Reese selling out for the entire season. Sold out. Well, they had to move the venue they had to move the game. You know what I mean? They were playing in DC the other day. They were sold out from a $25,000 seats. They had to move to a new venue to get 40,000 people. Plus, there's almost 50,000 people that went to see the game. That's Angel Reese. So, what I'm saying is, you wouldn't know Caitlin Clark without Angel Reese. And it's not just that. You got Cameron, Branks, who's doing her. All the rookies are playing. Not just the rookies, the women. All the women are playing, but there's new rookie group. They came in because again they have a new exposure because the new NIL deal, all the stuff. They already had the exposure, so it's not one player. All of them coming in to do that. So now, Caitlin Clark, her saying, my bad. Her saying that her, her saying that, hey, I'm about to go to the league and dominate these women. She put a target on her back. And that's what she did. But you gotta say to yourself, without the three ball, what is she known for? And that's what people don't understand. Without that three ball, what is she known for? You know what I mean? You gotta look at all of that. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be fair, let's be fair. You know what I mean? Without that three ball, what is she known for? What can she do? Can she play defense? No. She's a turnover machine. And that's the thing that we got to look at. So her not being picked by the Olympic. The Olympics are those are the best players. Not the most famous. Not who bring the most fans. The best players. What so you wanted her to go to the Olympic to do what? Sit on the bench. She's not better than any of those players that's going there. Those players can play. I'm not saying Caitlin Clark can't play, but she's not better than any of those women. You know what I mean? She's not. So you have Canada saying, hey, Team Canada, come and play with us. You know what I mean? Go ahead. And she might be better than them over there. You know what I mean? Where they gonna go? Where's Team Canada gonna go? You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? So it's not a popularity contest. But it's about the best players. And Caitlin Clark was not the best player, because if you look at it, Angel Reese, not just Angel Reese, you have other players that could do better. You got Cameron Branks, who's a block machine. She's blocking everything in sight, and that's a white girl blocking everything in sight. Did she make the Olympic? No. Angel Reese grabbing every rebound in sight. Are they calling for her to make the Team USA? No. But they calling, Caitlin Clark, a turnover machine. The girl averaged seven turnovers a game. They're 4-10 out of 14 games. She averages 7 to 8 turnovers a game. She's a turnover machine. One game where she scored 20 points. And that boosts her average. Other than that, she's sending a text message to her coach, saying, "Coach, they didn't pick me for the Olympic. They woke up a monster." People are saying, where's the monster? Because you average 7 points a game. You've been scoring 7 points. So where's the monster that they woke up? You know what I mean? So she's like, coach, they woke up a monster. So now people are calling for the coach to be fired because the coach shared that information. Of course. It's part of the popularity contest. You know what I mean? Hey, she's the coach in the press conference. They won the game. She said, hey, you know, like I said, they played 14 games. They won 4. This is our 4th win of the season. She said, hey, Caitlin Clark sent me a message last night. She said they woke up a monster. So now people have been waiting for that monster, thinking, all right, she's coming in, bully ball, all that stuff. Nobody's seeing that. That's not what I'm seeing. This is totally different games. Like, come on, man. You can't make comments like that and can't back it up. And that's the thing. So for people calling the coach, and then the coach said, hey, you can't teach effort. She's right. Because you watch Caitlin Clark, is she running back on defense? When she'll shoot the ball, miss, and then looking at the refs with her hand in her head, looking for some type of call, looking for, like, come on. Stop crying and go play the game. You don't, you know what I mean? You see Angel Reese, she might miss, she run back on defense. She makes it, run back on defense. That's everybody. Stop crying and play the game. This is the game that you all grew up watching, right? Women, there's a lot of young women who grew up watching. So, like I said, I have daughters. You know what I mean? I know my 17-year-old daughter, she has no interest in that. She play basketball, but not no interest like that. You know what I mean? But my 3-year-old daughter might want to play in the WNBA. I don't know that. You know what I mean? So if that's what she wants to do, okay. But you got to be tough. Go out there and play. Unless they're doing something outrageous to you, that's different. But everything is fair play. I don't see any treatment that Caitlin Clark's getting that Angel Reese or anybody else, Cameron Brink's not getting. So to call for one player is because, again, the Aryan Nation, the Ku Klux Klan, all the Proud Boys, or the white wing media, all of them, they have a savior. So that's who they want to put. They have a horse, and that's all. That's all. She is. I almost say he is. That's what she is. But anyway, man, like I said, so to call for the coach to be fired because the coach shared a message that she got from a player that says they woke up a monster. She's waiting for that monster. So she said, well, you can't teach effort. Don't send me a text message like that and you haven't done anything. You know what I mean? So now people calling for her to be fired. Come on, man. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share.